What is the most effective way to flirt? Well, it turns out that there's actual scientific evidence behind effective flirting, and Dr. Monica Moore from Webster University in St. Louis hashed it all out in a Times piece where she explains exactly what you can do to get the attention of a man or woman. Now, interestingly enough, your looks have very little to do with whether or not you get approached if you're at a party or if you're in any type of environment. In fact, according to Dr. Monica Moore, she says it's not the most physically appealing people who get approached, but the ones who signal their availability and confidence through basic flirting techniques like eye contact and smiles. Now, I love this, right? Because I remember, years ago, I was constantly in this situation, and I was in a relationship then, so it didn't matter anyway. I was constantly in this situation where I'd go out with a girlfriend of mine, and guys were all over her, and everyone avoided me. Like, no one came up to me, and I felt so bad about myself, because I'm like, look at how, I'm not pretty. Like, everyone wants my friend. I'm the ugly one. This is terrible. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that people, want to get rid of, the
right.
ugly friend.
Yeah, you're the anchor.
Right, the anchor, that's what they call it. But why do they call it the anchor?
/ grenade.
Oh, devastating.
Okay, all right.
Okay, but then I realized after investigating a little bit and watching her, nonverbal communication, she made it very clear that she was available. So she had a lot of eye contact with men.
What would she do?
She would do this.
Oh, how is that for subtle? Gee, I wonder why guys came up to her. I can't quite tell.
No, but what's amazing is that lingered. I just did something that seemed like it was lingering. She would do it for that long. And apparently, that's the most effective way of doing it. So,
can I just say the most obvious thing?
I know. No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, go! Of course, that's the most effective thing. Like, who am I going to go up to? Like a hot girl that it seems like I can't get, or the one here, come here, that goes.
Probably you should, if that's the face.
Actually, maybe not that one.
Yeah, the hot girl.
Okay, but yeah, the one that gave me the people's eyebrow. Of course, I'm like, what? Is it on? Is it on? I gotta go check it out.
All right, so smiling and eye contact do appear to be universal methods used by men and women to convey romantic interest. So it seems obvious, right? But the element of that is surprising is it doesn't matter how attractive you are. If you are more attractive than your friend, if your friend is the one smiling and doing the eye contact, that's the person who's going to get approached. You're going to be ignored.
I love how someone took this story a little personally.
No. I just...
No. Even if I was more attractive, okay?
No.
She was doing the people's eyebrow.
I didn't say that.
See?
You're the worst. I did not say that I was more attractive.
I know.
Okay.
I'm playing. Listen, so the only part of this is that I'm a little fishy about. First of all, I think that there's got to be some boundaries, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you've got to meet some threshold. Mm-hmm. So, like, especially if you're a dude, man, mm-hmm. you walk in, you're 485 pounds, you can give people any kind of eyebrow you like, okay? You could go around to all the women and be like, oh, yeah, ooh.
Oh, Cenk, okay. Hey, now it's my turn. Of course!
Of course! So,
yes.
I mean, so this whole thing of like, oh, I'm going to smile and I'm going to and then I'm going to get laid, nah,
you just have
bring it down.
You have to appear inviting and confident. We're going to get to the confidence in just a second, but before we get to that, there are guidelines to touching, and there's effective touching and
tell me about the
non-effective.
guidelines to touching.
Okay, so there's the friendly touching, right? And that includes the shoulder push, the shoulder tap, and the handshake. So that means, like, I'm not really interested in you, you're already friend zoned, sorry. Then there's plausible deniability, and that's a touch around the shoulder or waist, touch on the forearm. That's my favorite. I think that's probably the best. Then there's the nuclear option, which is the face touch.
I can't get enough of this story. Okay, so first of all, what the hell's a shoulder push? Yeah, you're not gonna get laid if you come up to a chick and be like, what's up? And you just push your shoulder, right?
But a shoulder push can be effective flirting. I think that there needs to be a distinction.
Again, bounds of reason. Okay.
Like if you do this, watch. Like if I was like, oh.
Oh, I see. Okay, wait, that kind of works.
Right?
Wait a minute.
Right?
Okay. Second of all, who touches someone's face in the middle of a party? Hey, how you doing, Mary? Okay, I once had a face stroker in the middle of shenanigans, okay? Like like she would be stroking my face. I'd be like, wait, hold on now. It's getting a little distracting.
Wait, as you guys were sleeping together?
Yes. Okay. She was the face stroker, and it was crazy.
She was the romantic type. She likes the affection.
Oh, okay. Just give me a minute, man. Give me a minute with the face stroking. But at a party, that's the only time that it's stranger. You can't just walk up to somebody and stroke their face.
That's why it's called the nuclear option.
Okay. All right.
All right.
But look, on the essence of it, though. Touching totally works. When I was single, I touched like crazy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Pause.
I regret it. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry. That was just my mistake and my bad. I'm sorry.
No, seriously, like if it was like starting to get heated and there was something like and we're da-da-da and there's a little flirty action going on, I touch that forearm so quick, let them know I'm in the house and I'm rearranging furniture.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So research has shown that even a light touch on the arm makes a man more successful in getting a girl's number.
Thank you.
All right, so now let's talk about what's most effective for men specifically. And I think that this is actually pretty obvious. What do women respond to? Usually social dominance. Well, yeah, that too. But you usually don't know that until later.
Yeah, usually.
So when it comes to social dominance, you have to display it as a man. And what I found so interesting is what guys do to display that they're dominant. So, for instance, they don't sit like this or like this. They'll sit down with like both their arms out on both chairs next to them. Okay. They never stay in one part of the room. They like to move around. They like to move around.
That's true.
So that's how they show that they're
totally true.
Here's some more details on what's successful for men. Oh my God. Okay. Successful men are directed and they have more brief glances at their intended person, woman. They're engaged in greater number of space maximization movements. That's what I said right now.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it.
They change their location at the bar more frequently. They displayed greater amounts of non-reciprocated touching to surrounding men.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that coming. Okay.
So,
wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so and basically what this is saying is you're showing confidence by owning the area that you're in, and you move around a lot so that you don't seem like a dork against the wall, like, is anybody going to come up to me? No, of course they're not going to come up to you. Believe me, I've been there. I've supported many a wall in my life, right? So, no, you walk around like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, never mind, I'll find out later, gone, okay? So that it seems like, why, what, is he not interested in me? I'm gonna follow his ass around.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. And another thing to take into consideration is the study that we talked about a few weeks ago, and that was the study about effective dance moves, right? So there's bad dancing that a guy can do, which is just like, kind of two-stepping, not doing anything interesting. And then there's like the erratic dancing, which resonates really well with women. And it goes back to what we're talking about now. The more animated you are, the more dominant you are, the more confident you are, women are going to respond to that.
The more space you occupy. That's actually been my main tool for success. I occupy a lot of space.
Okay.
Okay. No, seriously, like you're saying this is my domain, okay? So don't fuck with me or / fuck with me. Okay, because I'm an alpha male and I own this place.